What's goody YouTube? It's your boy Kakashi with the Dragon's Age, and I'm back in it. Now, I'm bringing you back the Orange Claw. What if Naruto was an Uchiha? Part 2. Now, we left off part 1 where, Naruto just declined the offer to become a Jonin because he doesn't want to miss any time spending with Kushina. As now, we go back to the end of the day of that day. Naruto walks Kushina home like how he usually does and goes back to his house. As in, as soon as he leaves Kushina's house and he gets to his house, he just gets a bad feeling. As then he ends up putting his Uchiha coat back on and his sword back on. As then he body flicker back to Kushina's house. As he hears ruckus in her house, he enters through the top of the window, through the chimney. As he climbs down the chimney, he peeks through the bottom, seeing that there's ninjas holding Kushina's mothers down, covering her mouth, so they can't yell as Kushina is being held by her hair, as this angers Naruto. Naruto, activating his 3 Tamo, goes out of the chimney and freaking punches one of them in their stomach so hard where their freaking eyes turn white. As Naruto gives one of them a nice kick to the neck, breaking their neck. As in the one that has Kushina, Naruto takes out his blade and shoves it through his neck. Naruto did this all in 5 seconds. As both of her mothers were passed out, as Kushina was kind of out of it a little bit, as she's like, this is the second time. As she still thinks that they're here, as in she sees Naruto looking at her like, Kushina, are you okay? As she snaps out of it saying, Naruto. As then she looks around, seeing that the 3 Jonin were basically dead. As she says, you saved me again. As Naruto says, yeah, I did. I had a bad feeling about you. So I came back to see what was wrong, and I seen these 3 holding your mothers down, and he was holding you by your hair, and I didn't really like that. As Kushina says, oh, Naruto. And then gives him a nice little kiss on the lips. As Naruto returns it. 10 seconds later, after it's done, Naruto's like, well, let me help your parents out. As he picks both of her mothers up with both of his hands, he carries them upstairs. As then he lays them down in their bed, covering them up. As Naruto says, here, Kushina, I'll stay overnight here with you tonight. If anybody tries to come back here, I'll be ready for them. As Kushina says, okay, thank you, Naruto. As Naruto says, no problem. As Naruto goes on the couch and gets pretty comfortable, he's laying down looking at his phone. As then Kushina walks out and says, Naruto, what are you doing? As Naruto says, I'm gonna stay the night. As she says, I know, but why are you on the couch? As Naruto says, where else am I supposed to be? As Kushina says, in my bedroom, on my bed with me, of course. As Naruto's like, but we're not. And then she said, just come on, stop asking questions. So Naruto just ends up saying, fine. As he walks into Kushina's bedroom. As he sits on her bed on his phone, as Kushina's on her phone. But Naruto's laying on Kushina's lap. As then they hear some knocks at the door. As then Naruto says, Kushina, stay here, I'll get it. As Naruto activates his 3-Tamo Sharingan and body flickers on top of the roof to see who's knocking on the door. This is none other than Hiruzen, as Naruto body flickers back in the house, opening the door saying, yes, Lord Hokage. As he says, Naruto, what are you doing in here? As Naruto says, none of your business, old man. What are you doing here? As Hiruzen says, well, we got word that Hidden Cloud Ninja were coming here to kidnap, Kushina. As Naruto says, oh, you mean them? As he points to the 3 Cloud Ninja on the floor, dead. As, what's her face? As Hiruzen says, yeah, what happened? As Naruto says, oh, I killed them because they tried to kill Kushina and her mother. As Hiruzen says, that might not have been a good choice, Naruto, because now the Hidden Cloud might want to sacrifice because there was no proof that they tried to. As Naruto says, is this enough proof for you? As Naruto pulls out a video of them talking, saying, if you don't move, I'm gonna kill you. As Hiruzen says, Naruto, you're one smart boy. As Naruto says, of course I recorded it in case the hidden cloud tried to be some slick motherfuckers. Sorry, Dad. Anyways, now we go back to the next day as Hiruzen leaves. As Naruto wakes up in Kushina's bed, Kushina is laying on Naruto. As Naruto wakes Kushina up saying, Kushina, we gotta go to the academy. As then Kushina and Kushina wakes up saying, oh, yeah, you're right, Naruto. As then they get up, Naruto puts on his Uchiha shirt, because Naruto always sleeps with the shirt off. They're 8 years old, guys. Come on now, get them thoughts out your head. Anyways, so Naruto puts his Uchiha shirt on, along with his sword holster around his shoulder, and then he puts his blade inside of it. As then he gets his black shinobi pants, and he put his black t-shirt on with his black Uchiha jacket, and then he put his sword holster over top of his jacket, just like Shisui's, and then puts his sword in it. As Naruto says, well, I'm ready for the day. As Kushina puts on her, yellow robe / dress thing with her brown band, she says, yeah, me too, Naruto. As then they walk out, as they notice that Kushina's mothers are gone, as then they see that all the villagers are gone, as they walk out, as then they say, I wonder where they are. As Naruto walks to the academy, he is greeted by everyone in the village, as they say, Naruto! As Naruto's like, what's going on? As they say, Naruto, you saved us. As this was Kushina's parents, and she says, are you the one that saved us from the 3 ninjas last night? As Naruto said, yeah. As all the villagers say, then he is our hero. He's the village's hero. As in the whole village is just standing outside of the academy cheering Naruto on. As Naruto says, oh, please don't cheer me on. As Kushina says, just accept it, Naruto. As Naruto finally just accepts it, as he cracks a little smile. And then he says, thank you all. But honestly, you guys don't have to praise me like this. As they say, Naruto, you have done so many things around this village. You are top tier in the village, you know that? As Naruto says, yeah, whatever. As then Naruto says, well, I think we should get to class. What do you think? As they say, yes, of course. They walk into class. Guys, I was on the wrong slide the whole time. It's okay, though. It's still the same thing. I just didn't have a certain thing that if you guys didn't see what's different, then you guys will see in a little bit. As then the academy is over. The day ends. As Naruto walks Kushina home. As Naruto's walking home, he sees the guy from Ichiraku that makes his favorite ramen closing up the shop. As Naruto says, oh, hey Tamu. And then all of a sudden, a ninja that wore all black in a black mask killed Tamuchi in cold blood right in front of Naruto. As Naruto gets enraged. As then his 3 Tamui activated, and then it started to spin, unlocking Naruto's Mangekyo Sharingan. As Naruto's Mangekyo Sharingan looks like exactly what you guys see down there. As then the man that killed Tamuchi, or supposedly killed Tamuchi, he just stabbed him with a sword in front of Naruto. As then he jumps on top of a roof and tries to get away, but Naruto body flickers right in front of the man. Using his sword that the village gave him that was made out of black steel and gold, he sliced the man's head off in cold blood. Naruto goes to check on Tamuchi. Naruto says, Tamuchi, wake up. As Tamuchi says, I'm okay, Naruto. I think I just need to get to a hospital. As Naruto bandages up Tamuchi and picks him up and takes him to the hospital. As now Tamuchi's in the hospital, as Ayame is so thankful to Naruto that he saved her father, because she wasn't there. As Naruto says, please, don't mention it. I just did what I felt was right. And now Naruto knows that he has his Mangekyo Sharingan, as he knows that he has Shisui's eye. So at any time Naruto could unlock the Eternal, which I really like this Sharingan, so this is gonna be his regular Mangekyo and his Eternal. So now Naruto walks back to his house. As then he walks in. As he walks in, he sees a random Jonin sitting on his couch as Sasuke and Hinata are on the sofa. Or there's two couches in Naruto's houses. A Mira and a random Jonin that Naruto's never seen before. And Sasuke and Hinata as Naruto walks in, saying, "What's going on here?" And then Amira says, "Oh, meet my new boyfriend, Naruto. Cayenne." As Naruto says, "Cayenne." So then he looks at this man. As then this man looks at Naruto. As Naruto says, "It's you." As Cayenne says, boy, I don't know what you're talking about." As Naruto says, "Wait, I was just playing with you. What's up, bro?" As he bro fist Naruto, whatever. As Naruto says, "So what's up with you, Sasuke?" As Sasuke says, "Oh, nothing, Naruto. I'm just chilling with Hinata." As Naruto looks at Hinata, he gives her a smile. As then Naruto stands in front of them all, just looking at them. As then he activates his 3-time all. As then Sasuke and Amira and all of them are like, "Why do you have your Sharingan on, Naruto?" As then Naruto's Sharingan starts to spin. As then he shows them his Mangekyo Sharingan. As they're all surprised, especially Sasuke, like, "Naruto has Sharingan." As Naruto says, "That's all I wanted to show you guys. Well, enjoy your time here. I'm out of here." As Naruto is going off to train. As Naruto goes off to train, he thinks about Shisui and what Shisui would have wanted Naruto to do. Shisui would have wanted Naruto to be happy and be powerful and strong enough to protect who he loves. As in Naruto pulls out Shisui's eye that's in a jar of not acidic, that's in medical fluid, keeping it well. As Naruto says, "It's time." And then he rips out his eye. And then he puts Shisui's in as Naruto's eyes start to spin. I'm gonna say that what changes is that there's a circle that goes around the there's just an extra ring around the whole triangle, like starting there's like a ring that connects all of the circles, the 3 circles that you guys see. There's a ring that connects them. There's a circle that connects them all. Anyways, it's hard to explain it, but Naruto has the EMS, and I'm gonna just say that this is Naruto's EMS, and he had a weird looking regular Mangekyo, and this is his EMS. So the light will never fade in Naruto's eyes. As Naruto, even though Naruto is an Uchiha, he has trained his body really well, and he has been basically making Kurama's chakra his own. So all the chakra that's ever leaked out of Kurama, Naruto turned it into his chakra stash. As Naruto has as much chakra as a regular Uzumaki. Naruto in the canon series right now, just from making Kurama's chakra his own. Now we're gonna do a no, we're gonna do one. We're gonna have one more day as Naruto as an 8-year-old. Actually, nah, we're gonna do a 4-year time skip. Naruto and Kushina. Actually, no. I'm sorry, I'm having a hard time making up my mind. Yeah. 4-year time skip to where Naruto and Kushina are now at the age of 12. They have gotten a little bit taller. Naruto is about just as tall as Sasuke is, and when Sasuke was a Genin wearing his blue shirt, he was the tallest out of the 3. As Kushina is just as tall as Sakura, so would be the second tallest. So now it's time for them to become Genin. As Naruto has been training with his Sharingan, Naruto knows Kamui. Naruto also knows what's it called? He knows Tsukuyomi. Don't ask me how, he just does. This is the Orange Claw, Naruto of the Leaf Village. Anyways, he knows Tsukuyomi and Koto Matsukami. One of Shisui's strongest moves. It was only right that I gave it to him, especially since he basically got Shisui Sharingan. Anyways, so yeah, he knows. What did I say? He knows Koto, Matsukami, Tsukuyomi, and Kamui. And he knows Amaterasu. He hasn't unlocked Susanoo yet. As him and Kushina pass their first test and get their headbands, Naruto's headband. Kushina gets a dark blue leaf headband as Naruto gets a black headband. Naruto's headband has a black band that it doesn't tie at the end. It's just a regular headband, like as in like there's no tying parts of it. It's just a regular band. That's like stretchy kind of. But yeah. So Naruto has a black one with the black cloth, and Kushina has the dark blue. So now her and Naruto are getting officially. As then the plan with Mizuki obviously doesn't work because Naruto's like a freaking prodigy, kind of low key. As him and Kushina have been talking about being together for a while, as Naruto's gonna try to make it official this day. As Naruto says, but first let me do some training. As then Naruto leaves the academy after being announced Genin as he does some training. First jutsu he works on is with his EMS. He works on his Kamui as he thinks about Kamuiing to the top of the Hokage tower as he Kamui's on top of the Hokage. He says, so that's how it works. I think about where I want to go and then I Kamui there. Huh? As then he Kamui's back to the training ground. As Naruto gets there saying, well, enough with this. I need to go talk to Kushina. As Naruto body flickers out of the training ground. As a certain person was watching Naruto from the shadows. I guess you guys could probably already think about who this is. This is Orochimaru. As Orochimaru already knows that Naruto's probably too strong for him right now. Well, I don't know if he's too strong for him, but he's like, it's not going to be easy. As then Naruto teleports to Kushina's house as he knocks on her door. As Kushina answers saying, oh my gosh, Naruto. As Naruto says, hey Kushina, I have to talk to you about something. As Kushina says, oh, what is it? As Naruto says, well, I've been thinking for a little bit. As she says, about what? Do you remember when we were 8 and we had our 2 first serious kisses? As Kushina says, of course I remember. How can I forget? As Naruto says, well, I kind of want to make it official. As Kushina says, really? As Naruto says, yes. As Kushina says, I would love to. As now, Naruto and Kushina are official. Anyways, they both don't know their real parents, so it's like, it's a good match. Anyway, so the next day, they learn their teams. As Naruto says, I better be on a team with Kushina so that I can protect her. As the teams are Naruto, Uchiha, Kushina, Uzumaki. And that is it. As Naruto's like, wait, what? As then Iruka says, Naruto, you have shown such a performance that is so well that we want to make you your own team with Kushina, since we know how you and Kushina get along so well. So you and Kushina are hereby Team Narushina, as they like this. They really would prefer it that way. So now it's just their personal team that they can go on missions together with. That's even better. Let's get it. Naruto says. And he obviously says, well, your guys' Jonin captain is obviously each other, so you guys are free to leave and do whatever you want, to be honest, since you guys already know about each other. Naruto says, alright. As Riku says, but you guys start missions tomorrow. As I say, yeah, of course, okay. As they both leave, as they hang out at the park for a while, it's getting dark out. So Naruto goes to takes Kushina out to dinner at Ichiraku. As they eat dinner, Naruto says, "How much do I owe you, Tamuchi, my friend?" As Tamuchi says, "Naruto, ramen from me from now on is on the house." As Naruto says, "But Tamuchi, why?" As Tamuchi says, "Naruto, I tell you this every time. You saved my life." As Naruto says, "I know, but still." As Tamuchi says, "There's no buts. Ramen's on the house for free for the rest of your life and my life. And then when I die, Ayame will give you free ramen." Oh man. As Naruto's like, "Thanks, Tamuchi." As then Naruto says, "So, Kushina." As Kushina says, "Yes, Naruto?" As Naruto says, "Well, I think I should be walking you home now." As Kushina says, "Okay, Naruto, let's go." As Naruto walks Kushina home saying, "I'll be here at 6:30 in the morning. Be ready, okay?" As Kushina says, "Of course, Naruto." As Naruto's about to walk away, Kushina grabs Naruto's shoulder, turns him around, and kisses him on the lips. As Naruto's in shock. As Kushina's mother sees this, she's like, "Oh my gosh, Kushina!" As Kushina turns around, like, "Yo, what?" As then she slams the door. As Naruto's like, as then when the door is closed, her parents are like, "We seen everything." As Kushina's like, "No, no, you didn't." As they say, "Yes, we did." And they say, "Are you and Naruto dating?" As Kushina says, "Yes, Mom." As then they say, "Oh my gosh, this is so good." As then the next morning, Naruto wakes up at 5 o'clock. Wakes up, puts on his black shinobi pants with his black ninja tape around his shin to his ankle with his black shinobi shoes. As then he puts on a regular black shirt with a black Uchiha jacket. As then he puts on Shisui's sword holster around his shoulder. Then he puts his sword in it. Then he puts his black headband on. Then he walks out of the house to go get Kushina. Oh yeah, he also puts his two ninja pouches. He carries two ninja pouches on his waist. So he goes to get Kushina. As he knocks on the door and Kushina's ready. As Kushina comes out saying, "Yes, Naruto?" As Naruto says, "We have to go to the Hokage's office to get our first mission." As she says, "Okay, Naruto." "Oh yeah, I forgot to tell you guys about Kushina's skills." Yes, Kushina is mad strong right now. I'd say her taijutsu is like a solid C rank. Her ninjutsu, high B rank. Her genjutsu, oh, A rank. And she's pretty good with the kunai, so yeah, she's pretty strong. Cannot lie. She can hold her own against a pretty strong person. They're only getting right now, so yeah. So Naruto and Kushina report to the Hokage's office. The Hokage says, "Oh, Naruto, Kushina, I'm glad you're here." As Naruto says, "Yes, Lord Hokage, we're here to do missions." As the Hokage says, "Well, that's good. I have a A-rank mission for you." As Naruto says, "An A-rank mission? Really? As our first mission?" As Kushina's really happy. As the Hokage says, "Yes. You will escort a princess back to her castle." As Naruto says, "Will escort a princess?" As Naruto says, "But why is it an A rank?" As Hiruzen says, "There are powerful ninjas after her." "Naruto, I'm counting on you and Kushina to protect this girl. Can I trust you?" As Naruto says, "Yes, Lord Third." As then the Hokage says, "Okay, she's waiting at the village gate for you." As Naruto says, "Okay." As in her and Naruto body flicker. Kushina can body flicker, but she's not as fast as Naruto's with it because Naruto's about as fast as Shisui with the body flicker. As they body flicker to the gate, as the princess sees them, she's like, "Oh my gosh, you guys must be the ones who are escorting me back to my home, am I right?" As they're like, yes." As they say, as they look at each other, "Are you two boyfriend and girlfriend?" As I said, "How did you know?" As she said, "Just to guess. Orange and red, two really close colors. You know, it was just a lucky guess," as Naruto says. Okay, so how far away is your home? And she says, it's about 2 days of a trip. As Naruto says, 2 days? That's not bad. I packed enough clothes for 2 days. As Kushina said, I packed enough clothes for 3 days. So I'll be good no matter what. So Naruto smiles as I say, well, let's head off. As this princess isn't one of those arrogant princesses like, oh, carry me, you peasant. She actually walks on foot, and that'll be better for her, so that Naruto can protect her. As they walk on foot, as then they pass a weird thing that Naruto notices. Naruto notices that there's a tree cut down, but then on the other tree, there's a sword mark. So he's like, a swordsman must have been through here cutting. But that's not no ordinary blade, it's a ninja blade. As then, all of a sudden, Naruto's senses are freaking sharp. As Naruto turns around looking up into the air, as he sees two ninjas, he says, Kushina! As Kushina says, yeah, and jumps in front of the princess. As in Naruto jumps up into the air, activating his three-tamo Sharingan in an instant. The two Jonin's heads fall off as Naruto has his sword in his hand with his three-tamo activated. As Naruto stands up and puts his sword back into his holster. As then he walks to them saying, well, that was easy. As then he says, back up, guys. As then Kushina and the princess back up. As then Naruto says, fire style, fireball jutsu. As then he burns their bodies to nothing but ash. As then they blow away in the wind. Now, let's continue our journey, shall we? As those two were joning, and Naruto took them out in an instant. Oh yeah, guys, Naruto knows the flying Raijin because he read one of his dad's scrolls, so Naruto knows the flying Raijin. So then we go back to the princess as Naruto says, "Hey princess, lift up the back of your shirt." As Kushina says, "Naruto," as Naruto says, "No, it's not like that, but please do." As the princess lifts up the back of her shirt, revealing her bare back, as Naruto says, "Flying Raijin seal." As then he places the flying Raijin seal on her back. As then he says, "Okay, you're all good now." As then Kushina says, "What was that?" Now, wherever the princess is, if she's in danger, I'll be able to sense it and teleport to her right away. As Kushina says, "That's quite a crafty jutsu you have, Naruto." As Naruto says, "Yeah, it's pretty cool, it comes in handy. It's called Flying Raijins. Apparently it was my dad's." Interesting. As then they arrive to the princess's hometown. But when they arrive, they notice that they see 5 ninjas standing in front. But these aren't any ordinary ninja. These are Orochimaru's 5 henchmen here to gather Naruto. As Naruto says, Kushina, take the princess and body flicker her up to her castle as fast as you can. I will not let these people go after you two. Now go, now. As Kushina says, okay, Naruto, as she picks up the princess and body flickers, as Tayuya tries to follow, Naruto body flickers right in front of Tayuya, giving her a nice, strong kick to the floor. As then he falls to the floor saying, now, as Kushina got her to the castle safely, as she's guarding her in the castle, as Orochimaru sent 5 of his henchmen to get Naruto. As Naruto says, now, what do you 3 want? You 5 want? As they say, well, we came here to get you. As Naruto says, came here to get me for what reason? As they say, well, Orochimaru's wishes to see you. As Naruto says, Orochimaru, I could care less about him. Yeah, that's your guys' all almighty savior. He made your guys' lives important. That's a bunch of crap. You guys are never gonna be important if you follow that guy. That guy just uses you like pawns on a chessboard. And he makes it seem so real as if he actually cares about you, when really all he cares about is himself. He makes it seem so real. He makes you think that he cares about you and he wants to get you strong, but in all reality, he's just sucking you in so that as soon as you're turned the other way, he'll cross you in an instant. As I say, that is not true. Lord Orochimaru would never. as Naruto activates his EMS, as he says, "Oh yeah?" As in Naruto says, "Kamui," as then he gets sucked into a space-time dimension. As they say, "Where did he go?" As then Naruto pulls Tayuya into a space-time dimension, and then Kamui's back. As he says, "I just put your friend in a time dimension where she cannot break out of. And she will die there. Because there's no food and no water, and it's over 300 degrees." As they say, "We have to find a way to get her back." Then Naruto takes out his blade, saying, "Come fight me now." As then they say, "As you wish." As then they run at Naruto, as Naruto closes his eyes, and then opening, all four of them catch on fire with black flames. As Naruto lets them burn, as they're screaming out in pain, Naruto lets them burn until there's no more left. As then there's no more left of them, as he sucks the black flames back into his eye. As Naruto takes a deep breath, saying, "I exhausted a lot of my chakra doing that. I gotta get better with that." As then Naruto walks up to find the princess and Kushina. As Naruto says, "I took care of the 5 ninja. You're safe now, princess." And she says, "I appreciate you so much, Naruto and Kushina." As they say, "No problem." As she says, "I will put in a good word for the Hokage, telling him that really strong ninja came after you, and you'd probably get, for this mission, you would probably get promoted to an S rank." As Naruto says, "Yeah, you're probably right." As then they say, "Well, goodbye, princess." As then her royal guards guard her room. As now Naruto and Kushina arrive back to the Hokage's office. As they walk in, the Hokage is very pleased to see them, saying, "Naruto and Kushina." As they say, "Yes, Lord Hokage." As the Hokage says, you two are the first Genin to complete," well, they're technically Genin, but of their own squad. As then they say, "Well, the mission that you guys did was just a classic A rank. But then you ran into some of Orochimaru's henchmen plus 2 other ones. So your mission was boosted up to a S rank. Naruto and Kushina, you have accomplished your S rank mission as your first mission." As they're super happy, as they get paid a freaking buttload. They each get 50 million Ryu. That's enough to pay like off their house for like freaking 50 years. Anyways, as Naruto and Kushina say, "Do you think it's a good idea if we," as they were thinking the same thing, "should we buy a house together, Naruto?" As Naruto's thinking, "Yeah, maybe we should. An apartment with 1 bedroom and 2 bathrooms. Sound good?" As she says, "Yeah, because we could each have our own bathroom and sleep in the same bed." As thinking about that, Kushina starts to blush. As Naruto does the same, but he says, "Alright, well, let's go find an apartment." As they find the apartment they like, it's pretty spacey. The bedroom is huge, as the 2 bathrooms are huge. Each one of them has a shower in it, and a toilet, and a pretty big sink. So they're like, "We'll buy this." As it was only like, as then when they buy it though, they both put their money together, saying, "Here, take it all." As they say, "How long will this get us to live here for?" As the man counts the money, he says, "You guys can, well, as of this money right here, you guys can stay here for 20 years without rent free with this money. How'd you guys get this?" An S rank mission that we completed. As the man says, "Just getting?" As Naruto says, "Yeah." As in the man says, "Well, 20 years it is." As in he writes the check, sending it to the landlord. As the landlord sees it, he says, "Well, they're good for 20 years. As now Naruto and Kushina live together and are good on rent for 20 years of living in that house. Not saying they're gonna live there for 20 years, but this story will go on for a long time. Because I am liking the name of it, The Orange Claw. What if Naruto was an Uchiha? Anyways, so the next day, it's time for them to go on another mission. But this is a backup mission. As Naruto and Kushina say, "Who are we backing up?" as they say, well, you guys will be backing up Kakashi's squad. They're fighting one of the 7 ninja swordsmen of the mist right now. As Naruto says, the only one that I could think of that'd be in the land of waves right now is Zabuza Momochi. As Hiruzen's like, you hit the ham net that you've hit the before I can't talk right now. You've hit the nail on the hammer or something like that. You've hit the hammer on the nail, or however that saying goes. But anyways, she says yes, they are in a fight with Zabuza Momochi, and they requested for backup. As Naruto says, we'll be off right away. But then Naruto, before going, he sees this really cool Uchiha shirt. This shirt was the same shirt that Shisui wore. As Naruto's like, in memory of Shisui, I'm gonna buy this shirt. It's literally the exact same shirt that Shisui wears. So now Naruto wears a black Uchiha shirt with black shinobi pants, black and white ninja tape around from his shin to his ankles with black shinobi sandals. And you already know Naruto with his orange hair and black eyes. As then Naruto and Kushina head off. As Kushina's like, wow, that S-rank mission got us an apartment that we can live in for 20 years. That's amazing. As Naruto's like, yeah, it is. I never really would have thought of that. As they're running into the land of waves, they're engulfed in a thick mist. As Naruto's like, we must be close to the battle. As all they hear is ching, 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 ching. This is Zabuza and Kakashi's kunai and sword hitting. As Naruto looks at the 3 people guarding the bridge builder, as Kakashi fights the Jonin, as she says, Kushina, go back up the 3. I'll take care of, I'll help Kakashi. And she says, okay. She says, oh, hey guys. As they look back and see Kushina, as they're like, oh my god, Kushina, thank god. As I say, if Kushina's here, that obviously means that. As they look at Naruto walking to go up Kakashi, they say, Naruto's here, yes. As Kakashi sees Naruto saying, right on time, as always, Naruto. As Naruto says, yeah, Kakashi, let's get him. As then Naruto pulls out his sword and says, let's go, Kakashi. As Kakashi pulls his mask up saying, revealing his 3-Tamo Sharingan. As Naruto activates his 3-Tamo Sharingan. As Naruto and Kakashi enter a Kenjutsu battle, Kakashi ends up using the blade that he used when he was little, but it's a little bigger version of it. As they're both freaking messing up Zabuza, kicking him, and then the other one kicks him back they kick him back and forth, as then Naruto gets a clean hit on Zabuza's stomach with his fist, as Zabuza coughs up blood through his mask, as Naruto kicks him in the air, as Kakashi is right there as he hits him back down, as Zabuza's falling down, right before Zabuza hits the water, Naruto punches him in the face, sending him flying to the other direction before he hit the water, as then Naruto says to finish this. As then Naruto activates his EMS, looking at Zabuza, as then Zabuza's body gets engulfed in black flames, as Zabuza screams out in pain, as Haku tries to put ice on Zabuza to make the black flame goes out, but it doesn't work, as then Zabuza is turned into ashes, as then Naruto deactivates his EMS, as he says, oh man, that's 1 down, 1 to go, as Haku says, this is for a battle for another time. As in, she disappears in the mist, as Naruto says, well, I think it's about time that we start building this bridge. What do you guys think? As they all shake their head as they escort Tazuna to the bridge. That is where I'll end this video off, guys. If you guys like the Orange Claw, What If Naruto Was in Uchiha Part 2, like, comment, and subscribe. Without further ado, y'all, I'm out here, John.